Are you tired of feeling like a stranger in your own body, wrestling with a constant sense of imbalance that no one seems to understand? Do you struggle with the unpredictable cycles, the frustrating weight that clings on no matter what you do, the thinning hair, and the emotional storms that leave you feeling exhausted and alone? This feeling of being at war with your own biology is a heavy burden to carry, a silent struggle that defines too many of your days. But there is good news, a whisper of hope from a tradition of profound wisdom. The path to harmony isn't about fighting your body, but about listening to it, and ancient practices hold the key to rediscovering that connection. The right approach, one grounded in deep, mindful awareness, can help soothe the internal chaos, gently guide your hormones back toward their natural rhythm, and stop the endless cycle of symptoms before they start. In today's video, we are going to walk together through a profound discovery, an ancient 3-day ritual inspired by the wisdom of monks that is designed to help women balance their hormones naturally and reclaim their inner peace. So stick around, because you don't want to miss these life-changing insights that go far beyond surface-level tips. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. This is a shared space for all of us. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-boosting tip from Sacred Women's Health. First, let's talk about the true source of this imbalance and why this journey feels so incredibly difficult. It is so important for you to hear this, to truly let it sink into your heart. What you are experiencing is not your fault. For too long, you may have been told that this is something you just have to live with, a lifelong sentence of discomfort and confusion. You may have blamed yourself, questioning every meal, every decision, every moment of rest, wondering what you did wrong to feel this way. The truth is, you have been trying to navigate a storm without a compass. The modern world bombards us with conflicting advice, quick fixes, and a pace of life that disconnects us from our body's innate wisdom. We are taught to push through pain, to ignore our intuition, and to see our bodies as projects to be fixed rather than as sacred vessels to be honored. This constant external pressure creates an internal environment of stress, a state of disharmony where our hormones simply cannot find their equilibrium. This isn't a personal failure. It is the result of a profound disconnect, and you are far from alone in this. Thousands upon thousands of women are walking this same path, feeling the same confusion and frustration, searching for answers that feel true and sustainable. You are part of a vast community of souls yearning for balance. This space right here is about creating a sanctuary of emotional security and deep understanding, a place where we can lay down the burden of blame and begin to gently, lovingly guide our bodies back to a state of peace. We are preparing the soil, creating a foundation of compassion from which true healing can finally grow. This is the first and most crucial step. The journey into this ancient ritual begins not with a drastic action, but with a gentle intention. The first day is dedicated to what the monks would call mindful nourishment. This is about completely reframing your relationship with food, seeing it not as a source of anxiety or a list of restrictions, but as a sacred offering to your body. It is the practice of infusing every meal with presence, gratitude, and healing energy. The core principle here is that the energy with which you consume your food is just as important as the food itself. For this first day, the focus is on warm, grounding, and easily digestible foods that comfort the body and soothe the nervous system. Think of gentle soups, steamed root vegetables like sweet potatoes and carrots, well-cooked grains like quinoa or rice, and nourishing broths. These foods are like a warm blanket for your digestive system, which is often under immense stress when hormones are in turmoil. They don't force the body to work hard. Instead, they offer their nutrients freely, allowing your system to rest and repair. The benefits of this approach are profound. When you eat mindfully and choose foods that are inherently calming, you send a powerful signal to your entire endocrine system. You are communicating safety, telling your body that it can exit the state of high alert, the fight or flight mode that so many of us live in. This directly helps in lowering cortisol, the stress hormone that is a major disruptor for women with polycystic ovary syndrome. It allows your insulin levels to stabilize more naturally and reduces the inflammation that so often lies at the root of hormonal imbalance. Can eating this way for just one day really begin to shift the tide? The answer is a resounding yes. It's not about a magical cure overnight, but about interrupting a pattern. You are stepping off the roller coaster of processed foods, caffeine, and sugar that spike and crash your system. And you are creating a space of tranquility for your body to recalibrate. It's a pause, a breath, a moment of deep listening that allows your hormones to have their first real chance at finding harmony. To put this into practice on day one, begin by clearing your schedule as much as possible. This day is a gift to yourself. You will not eat while standing, driving, or scrolling on your phone. Each meal is a ceremony. Before you eat, take 3 deep breaths. Look at your food. Notice the colors, the smells. Offer a moment of gratitude for the nourishment it will provide. As you eat, chew each bite slowly, far more slowly than you normally would. Try to identify the different flavors. Put your fork down between bites. This practice of slowing down is radical in our fast-paced world, and it is the key to mindful nourishment. For breakfast, you might have a warm bowl of oatmeal, made with water or a gentle non-dairy milk, perhaps with a little cinnamon and a few cooked apple slices. For lunch, a simple soup made from lentils and root vegetables, seasoned with calming herbs like ginger and turmeric, would be perfect. Your evening meal could be steamed vegetables with a side of quinoa. The goal is simplicity and warmth. Avoid cold foods, raw salads, and anything overly processed or sugary. Drink warm water or herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint throughout the day. This isn't about deprivation. It's about providing your body with the purest, most gentle form of energy possible. As you go through this day, you are not just feeding your body. You are nurturing your soul, laying a foundation of peace and stability. This single day of conscious eating does more than just give your digestive system a rest. It begins to rewire the deep-seated patterns of stress and rush that contribute so profoundly to hormonal chaos. But that's just the beginning. Nourishing the body with mindful food is the essential first step, the grounding force. The next step is even more powerful and often overlooked, for it deals with the very energy that flows through your body and mind. May I ask you something personal? How many times have you felt utterly alone in this journey, trying to explain your exhaustion, your pain, or your frustration to someone who just nods without truly understanding? How many times have you felt like your body is a puzzle you can't solve, and as if nobody around you could possibly comprehend the depth of what you're feeling? I know how deeply that hurts, and I want you to know, with every fiber of my being, that you are not alone in this struggle. This feeling of isolation is part of the pain, but it doesn't have to be your reality. If what I've said resonates with you, if you've ever felt that profound loneliness, please leave a comment below saying, "I understand this struggle." Just write those exact words. Your message, your simple acknowledgement, will become a beacon of light for another woman who is scrolling through these comments right now, feeling hopeless. Your words can give her the strength to keep going, to know that she is part of a community that truly sees her and understands. Let's build that bridge of connection for each other, right here, right now. As we move into the second day of the ritual, we turn our attention from what we put into our body to how we move our body. This day is dedicated to harmonizing movement and breath. This is not about intense, punishing exercise that further stresses your system. Instead, it is about gentle, deliberate, and mindful movement that awakens the body's energy channels and releases stored tension. The wisdom here is that our physical body holds our emotional and energetic state. When we feel stressed, anxious, or defeated, our muscles tighten, our posture closes in, and our breath becomes shallow. This physical state reinforces the hormonal imbalance, creating a feedback loop of stress. To break this cycle, we must move with the intention of creating flow and release. The core practice for this day is walking meditation. It is as simple as it sounds, yet its effects are incredibly profound. You will find a quiet place where you can walk without distraction, whether it's a park, your own backyard, or even a quiet hallway. You will walk at a slow, natural pace. But your entire focus will be on the physical sensation of walking. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the subtle shift of weight from one foot to the other. Pay attention to the gentle swing of your arms. Your mind will wander, and that's okay. Each time it does, gently guide it back to the sensation of your feet touching the earth. This practice anchors you in the present moment and calms the nervous system in a way that few other activities can. It tells your body that you are safe, you are grounded, and you are present. The physiological benefits of this practice are directly linked to hormonal balance. This kind of mindful, low-intensity movement has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which is a cornerstone of managing polycystic ovary syndrome. It helps to lower androgen levels, and most importantly, it drastically reduces cortisol. But beyond the clinical benefits, it harmonizes the connection between your mind and body. You are relearning how to inhabit your body with a sense of peace rather than frustration. In addition to the walking meditation, day 2 involves conscious breathing. Throughout the day, set aside 3 or 4 moments to simply sit and breathe. You can try a simple technique known as box breathing. Inhale slowly for a count of 4. Hold your breath gently for a count of 4. Exhale completely for a count of 4, and then hold the empty breath for a count of 4. Repeat this cycle for just a few minutes. Can something as simple as walking and breathing truly impact our complex hormonal system? Absolutely. Your breath is the most direct tool you have to regulate your nervous system. When you consciously slow down your breath, you are activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state. It is only in this state that your body can focus on healing and regulation. Chronic stress keeps us in the opposite state, fight or flight, where hormonal balance is a low priority for the body. By dedicating a day to gentle movement and conscious breath, you are actively guiding your body out of the stress zone and into the healing zone. For your practical application on day 2, plan for at least 2 sessions of walking meditation, each about 15 to 20 minutes long. Remember, the goal is not distance or speed, but awareness. For your breathing practice, you can set a quiet alarm on your phone for mid-morning, lunchtime, mid-afternoon, and before bed as a gentle reminder to pause and recenter yourself with a few minutes of box breathing. Throughout the day, carry the intention of movement with grace. As you walk from one room to another, feel your feet on the floor. As you reach for something, notice the stretch in your arm. This is about transforming your entire day into a practice of mindful presence. You have now nourished your body with grounding food and harmonized it with gentle movement and breath. You have created a stable foundation. But the final piece of this ritual is perhaps the most transformative, as it addresses the very source of our inner turmoil. It is time to clear the emotional waters. The third and final day of this sacred ritual is dedicated to clearing the emotional waters. This is the culmination of the work you have done on the previous 2 days. Once the body is nourished and the nervous system is calmed, we can finally begin to gently address the deep emotional and mental patterns that contribute to our imbalance. Buddhist wisdom teaches that the mind and body are not separate entities. They are intrinsically linked. Unprocessed emotions, chronic worry, and negative self-talk create real physiological stress in the body, manifesting as inflammation and hormonal disruption. This final day is about creating space to acknowledge, feel, and release these burdens with immense compassion. The primary practice for this day is the meditation of self-compassion. You will find a comfortable, quiet place to sit. Close your eyes and bring your attention inward. Place a hand over your heart and simply feel the warmth. Then, silently repeat gentle phrases to yourself. Phrases like, "May I be kind to myself in this moment? May I accept myself exactly as I am? May I give myself the compassion that I need?" This is not about forcing a feeling of happiness. It is about offering yourself the same gentle kindness you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. You are acknowledging your own pain without judgment, and in that acknowledgement, there is a profound release. Can sitting quietly and being kind to yourself really affect your hormones? The connection is direct and powerful. The practice of self-compassion soothes the parts of our brain associated with fear and threat and activates the centers associated with love and connection. It is the ultimate antidote to the self-criticism and shame that so many women with polycystic ovary syndrome internalize. This practice lowers stress at the deepest level, creating a fertile ground for hormonal balance to take root. If this information is helping you find a new perspective, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss any of our upcoming tips on this healing journey. To bring this practice into your day, schedule 2 15-minute sessions of this self-compassion meditation, one in the morning and one in the evening. Alongside the meditation, the other key practice for day 3 is compassionate journaling. Take some time with a notebook and pen and write a letter to your body. Write to it as if you were writing to a cherished friend. Acknowledge the pain and frustration it has been through. Thank it for its resilience, for carrying you through every single day. You can ask it what it needs from you. This exercise can be incredibly moving and can begin to heal the deep-seated feeling of being at war with your body. It shifts the dynamic from one of conflict to one of partnership and loving collaboration. Throughout this third day, the intention is gentleness. If a difficult emotion arises, your task is not to suppress it or analyze it, but simply to notice it. Acknowledge it, perhaps by saying to yourself, this is sadness, or here is frustration. And then, you bring your attention back to your breath, and you offer yourself that same compassionate phrase, "May I be kind to myself in this moment." You have now completed the 3 days of the ritual. You have nourished your body with mindful food. You have harmonized it with gentle movement and breath. And you have cleared the emotional waters with deep compassion. This ritual is not a one-time fix, but an introduction to a new way of being, a new way of relating to yourself. It is a powerful reset that you can return to whenever you feel the storm of imbalance beginning to gather. It is a reminder that the power to find harmony resides within you. If you made it this far, it means you are truly searching for answers, for relief, and for a sustainable sense of hope. This channel was created for that exact reason, to be a guiding light, to help you understand the profound wisdom your body holds, to help you regain a sense of control, and to find solutions that resonate deeply and actually work. Please know that you are not alone here. We are consciously building a safe and sacred space where women just like you can find unwavering support and real, heartfelt information that makes a tangible difference in your life. You are seen here, you are heard here, and you are supported here. If this is the kind of guidance and community you've been looking for, subscribe now and be sure to turn on the notifications. Every single video we create is another step on the path toward a healthier, more balanced, and truly happier you.